So we're the Plan of Study team. I'm Connor.
Lucas.
Jonah.
Ariel.
And Sean.
And this is a replacement for the capital report system.
Maybe
Hopefully.
one day.
Potential.
So basically, this is a project that like the Registrar Advising Task Force, some fancy name they made up, came up with in 2002, and it never really went anywhere. So basically what they wanted was kind of a tool for students to plan their curriculum here. So the CAP report is like very static. You can't really enter anything into it. It kind of just takes data from the back end. I think they use Banner, yeah. So I'm trying to make something more dynamic where you can actually add classes and change your report, and then it'll like let you know if you're on track to graduate and check to make sure you have all the requirements met. And you can also aid in like advisor relations. So you could take this to your advisor and you could sit down and show your plan to your advisor, and you can modify it as you see fit.
So originally we were going to build this platform on Django because we were building off of some of the GACS base code, and that was already in Django. But after looking at that for a while, I realized that it would be much faster development if we went for Ruby on Rails. So we picked up some gems, dropped Django, and went to Rails. So we're using a beta production server. We're doing all of the Bootstrap CSS and JavaScript, so it makes it look very nice. Devise that's our security, so that's our authentication system is all built by Devise. And yeah, jQuery, Prelang.
Have any of you guys ever heard of Prelang or used it? Any Rails developers? So it's a new thing. I don't know. They're still in alpha right now.
Still have to get an invite together.
Yeah. So they're in alpha right now, and it's basically this like awesome development tool for any Rails project. Basically build a skeleton app for you based on some criteria that you input. So it's great to like get started in a Rails app if you don't really know how to get started. So this is what we use to get started because none of us have any Rails experience prior to this. So basically you go on Prelang and you tell it kind of the features that you want. It'll give you like Twitter Bootstrap. It can give you user login based on Devise, which is what we're using. It'll give you like background job gem where it allows you to do jobs in the background. Then it can also set up your database models for you. It's too easy, right?
Kind of cool as my head.
So you can even say like the has many relations, has one, belongs to, and kind of set like types for every attribute in your database. It even has like custom types like URL or to like URL validations and email validations for you. So great tool to get started. And if you guys want like an alpha invite, I think Connor and I can send it that. Yeah.
All right, so what we have so far, Lucas set up user authentication and registration setup, and so we have that working. And every user can create their own plans, and it saves them for you. And we also have semester creation, so every plan has a number of semesters depending on when you graduate. And we can search for courses in a sidebar and add it to the semesters that you want to take.
So right now we're using the Yax API to get all the courses.
Let's try doing a demo. Awesome works. So this is just a landing page that tells us about our project. We don't really have images yet, but they'll be there eventually.
Who needs images?
I think Lucas isn't signed in here, so I'm going to sign up. So I don't have an account on this machine.
That's too low.
Next to you, right?
I want that to read.
Email at Moss.
Anyone asked for his password?
I did not know.
No, probably Moss takes from that.
So I just made an account and it asked me if I want to make a new plan. Which of course I do. I guess I'll be an electrical engineer and I'm graduating this spring. It's close, but not quite accurate. But. So let's see, we go, what classes do I want to take this semester? So this is my plan for this semester. I'm not taking any classes yet, so I'm going to do this sidebar here. And we're going to take a look at it. Let's see. So We've got our RCOS, I'll add that. And then I'm also taking parallel. Let's go. This is actually this is my actual schedule.
Good choice, good choice.
History.
What cop out?
That's my whole schedule. But the point is that you can do this for every semester. You can do this in advance. You're an arriving freshman, you come, you go on this site, you input all the courses you're going to take over the next 4 years. Some of that will already be there for you, depending on your major. And then the site will tell you if you will be on track for graduation or not. Very nice, very simple.
Okay, so what we still need to get all the rest of the functionality of the site, we need Capport data, so like requirements for each major, and like a list of courses you need to take, and then implementing them in the site. You need to find a server to deploy to, taking a CS server, like a .rcid, and then the integration with SIS for so it knows what courses you've already taken if you're like a sophomore making your plan, and YACS, so they'll create a schedule for like the coming up semester automatically. Just click a button. Yeah, that's it.
So this is what we're working on, creating a better themed UI. It's pretty bland right now, so we're looking into more Bootstrap libraries for that. Possible drag and drop implementation with jQuery and jQuery UI. It's something we've checked out, and there's libraries that support mobile use, so you could potentially, like, instead of hitting that plus button, you could actually like just drag it in to a div or table. Adding more Ajax for handling page refreshes, and of course listing in semesters. Do you have any questions and or recommendations?
Steve.
That little like search thing where like moved over, what do you use for that? 'Cause it's cool.
Data tables.
Data table?
Yeah.
Look anymore.
Holland.
You said you were doing your CSS from JavaScript?
No, I think he's just
He's
like using
saying
Bootstrap,
Bootstrap.
CSS, and
Using Bootstrap,
JavaScript. They have both.
CSS, and JavaScript
Oh,
libraries.
sorry.
Grab it back, please.
Any other questions?
Does it handle, like, telling you which prereqs you need to take?
Yeah, so yeah. Yeah,
Not
so
currently.
YACS actually has that information under like the prereqs. So that's something we just haven't implemented yet. We have the data to do that. So
Will there be like an override for that for exemptions too?
yeah, we're probably just thinking that it'll just warn you that you haven't taken the prereq yet, but it'll still allow you to add the class.
Okay.
Can you have like a generic CAS, CS, or whatever class you need to take? Like,
Like a placeholder.
Like a
Yeah.
placeholder class?
kind of, yes.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Right now, I think there is the independent study block,
Yeah.
because I think that's in the database already from SIS. So what this is currently doing is YACS takes XML feed that the registrar puts up on their site and parses it, and then we just grab a JSON object from YACS. So we can get anything that the registrar puts up right now, and we're working with the registrar to get a custom data feed that'll be tailored to exactly our needs.
You go.
I know you guys are talking about integration with SIS. I mean, you're gonna have it show your schedule. You're gonna have it Yaxify your schedule for you. You might as well just have a register button that'll
We
just
would,
automatically.
we would love that. That would give us access to the banner system though, and we doubt that the registrar's gonna let that happen. But if we could do that, that'd be amazing.
That'd be really cool.
Right now, it basically serves as a YACS extension for like semester scheduling instead of just your current semester schedule.
It's more longer term than the YACS.
We plan on adding support for different numbers of semesters, so like co-term stuff or graduating early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summer.
Yeah, that's one of the validations we looked into, because those validations would differ from traditional like a 4-block year semesters. So, yeah.
Any other questions? comments?
Anything?